All right, welcome to the Talk of Tangi. Today we have Chef Franny. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, a little bit about me. I've been working in the restaurant industry for 27 years. I started my career in Denver, Colorado. I went to a small school, the Emily Griffin, and right at downtown Denver. And I moved from different type of restaurants. From all of them, we say is American cuisine. Back in early 2000, I started actually my biggest career with J. Alexander's. I was with them for 17 years, and that pretty much gave me my starter. And actually, that's the ones that pay for me to go to school, and I'm so happy for them and for me for what they've done for me too. You know, I worked for them for a long time. I opened 10 restaurants with them. I moved with that company to Tennessee, being the corporate assistant chef. And from there, they transferred me to Baton Rouge. And I was in Baton Rouge for 8 years. And then I met my biggest partner in Hammond. And that's when we start our new chapter of my life. That was open Salty Joe's Barbecue. And between Saul and the partners that we have there, we started the restaurant 8 years ago, actually. So it's been a long time and hard.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
So Salty Joe's has been open for 8 years now?
8 years. We opened in 2017.
That is crazy because I remember when y'all first opened up.
Yes.
And I don't remember it being 8 years ago.
Yeah.
It seems like it's been a while though, because that was actually one of Trenton's earliest jobs, and he was still in high school back then.
It feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly.
It was a little while. I mean, we opened that restaurant, and right after open Salty Joe's, we went to open 113. And that's when I met Trenten at 113. And actually, when we start 113, and I always tell people this, it was my easiest opening in all my career because of the program that he comes from ProStar. Yes, all the kids already know what to do. Everybody knows. I just tell them like, we're gonna make this, and everybody's okay. They go wash their hands. They go and do the proper stuff to start cooking. It's hard to find that in this industry, and to me, that was easy. And Trenten, with his knowledge, actually, he teach me a lot more than probably I teach him. You know, why and what I say that? Because open so many different restaurants, you don't go to the proper steps sometimes. Like coming in, clocking, go wash your hands, go get a towel, go prep your station, go start cutting and bringing the stuff that you need. As a chef, as you go, you're walking, running out of the coolers for, I forgot this, I forgot that, I forgot this. And these kids, they will come, they pick up the recipe, they go on the cooler, they got everything they need, put it on the table, and they cook. And it was amazing. You know?
Trenten, how did you get taught that? Like, how can I teach someone that skill?
That's Miss Angie Drago. She was our teacher for ProStart and Hammond at the time. Her sister does it now. But she was like that. She was very meticulous. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't make recipes like that anymore. Yeah, I don't. But that's how we were taught. We were taught you bring your list with you. You get all your ingredients. You measure all the ingredients out, separate containers. Put all the stuff back up. Then you make your recipe. You make your sauce or whatever. That's just how we were taught in that program. But I mean, it's honestly like when I went to culinary school, and I went to a top school, so it's not like it was some low-funded thing or something. I mean, a lot of, especially the first year, it was literally like relearning things that I had learned in ProStart. So I mean, it's a great program. They're backed by they have a curriculum they follow, but there is a lot of leeway on like what recipes you're going to make with the kids or whatever, or what tasks you're going to have them do. Like I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure all the book curriculum is laid out. As far as the hands-on stuff, that's all up to the teacher and whatever instructor is there with the kids. And Miss Drago was very hands-on. We were always in the kitchen almost every day. It was literally, actually, she had it just like culinary school, or at least school I went to, where you come in and most days you'd sit down and have like a regular class, and then you'd go into the kitchen. And that's how it was with her. Some days we'd go straight to the kitchen, whatever it might be, but that's how it was structured, just like culinary school was. So she was real big, and she really incorporated a lot of those, I don't know what, maybe habits or beliefs in us as kids. And that was a really good year too.
I think if I remember right too, Hammond High was one of the first Pro Start programs in our area. So they kicked it off really strong, and Hammond's program was really solid. Again, Miss Drago was really good, and she's still really good at what she does. But they put a lot into that program. Their facility over there is really state of the art for a public high school, or it was. I'm sure it still is. So they got like some really good like hands-on experience. Really, like he said, probably training that you would otherwise have to go to college for, right in high school. And you can go 4 years, right? All 4 years through Pro Start. At least to some capacity.
I think 3 years.
Because it's not just cooking either. They expose them to like management as well.
Yep.
So it's a really
You
really
get your
great
serve
program.
safe through it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You have to get your serve safe through it.
Yeah.
And the manager, not just the food handler. So the manager, or it used to be like that at least. I'm really not sure how the curriculum
Francisco,
changed.
you've worked with quite a few of the Pro Start kids, right? I mean, Trenten and
Yes.
Andrew was there too, right?
Andrew was a year before you.
Yeah. Well, we coincided 1 year.
Yes.
But then he graduated the first year I was in it after. And then I was out of it with Andrew.
Yeah,
But we were on the team.
Yeah, and Andrew won. He went to a couple competitions. They won the first place when you guys with Andrew, correct?
Yeah.
And then Andrew went Andrew went to Nichols School for College. He graduated, and he's my sous chef now. He's been working for us for 8 years. Actually, Andrew was my first hire at that restaurant, and he still works for us.
That's pretty cool.
It's a great program. I love the program that they have a Pro Start on the high school, and I always trying to tell the kids to go for it, to do it.
I say y'all employed the whole team that year.
That year,
Andrew worked at Salty Joe's, Sarah worked at La Coretta,
yes,
and then me, Cade, and Chloe worked at 113.
Yes,
Dude, you took up the whole graduating class, huh?
Yes.
I mean, and like truthfully, if you think about it, it's like a proven career, driven program, right? Like just talking about 8 years later, where Trenton's at too,
Yes.
It's really a great program.
Yes, and what they do for the kids, actually, they put in their minds exactly what you're going through, not just at school, but the teacher was helping the kids to go and apply in this restaurant. Like when I met Miss Grego, that was the first thing she say. It's like, hey, do you got a room for one of my kids? I was like,
so she placed them with you.
She placed them. I was like, okay, yeah, send it to me. So when I need any new cooks or any employees or something, I was calling her or texting her. It's like, hey, I'm missing this, I need this.
Man, we still
and she
do
sent it. And then we started, we started somewhere in the kitchen, even bass boy or food runner or something, start to get in there. As soon as they come out to the right age, they can go back and handle knives and different stuff in the kitchen, actually in commercial kitchens. That makes a big difference for us, because it helps big time to us.
I was on the way to pick him up. I was on the phone with Miss Drago.
Really?
And we were just talking. But I was asking her, I was like, you got any kids that are good over there? Like,
I was going to say it's kind of full circle because we do have a couple in the restaurant right now from Pro Start.
And that's pretty good. And that's why my biggest thing is to always get back to the school. Like always, I tell Andrew, you come from that school. So we always going to support the program because they're going to benefit everybody then with this industry. Not just me, it's just everybody in this industry will benefit from something like that. And actually a couple years back, last year, I talked to on one of the meetings at the Tangipahoa that the school doesn't receive a lot of funds from the school district. So they just have to get some okay, sell some cakes here, sell some stuff, do the private events or things like that to get some fundings to buy food to practice. So one of the things that I did with Miss Grego, so whatever you need, let me know. I'll try to get it for you guys. And if it's not, I just order a few things. You always can practice. I order an extra case of lettuce or extra case of whatever, and I'll just give it to them to practice and do something for the school, because on the end, like I say, it's going to help us in the future. You know? Oh,
yeah. Well, I'm on the LRA, and a lot of our I guess, events, they go to benefit the Pro Start kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've only had one chance to really work alongside them, so to speak, when they did the Rufino's takeover, and just watching their work ethic was amazing. You know, like all of those kids just running around like doing their thing. And I was like, dude, where was this when I was in high school?
And I was kind of thinking the same thing, like, you know, like back then I don't think I had restaurateur in mind for me, but, you know, I was thinking like, man, like what? I know they started like robotics when I was leaving. I was like, dang, where was that? Like at the beginning of my high school career, you know, like those things, those hands-on things are so important. You know, I think like the culture we live in now is kind of starting to recognize like some of what we lost in those programs, right?
A lot of trades.
Right. And so like seeing like a Pro Start one flourish and be what it is now so many years later, I think it's just kind of a testament, again, kind of getting back to some of those ideals, right? You know?
I had typing.
Yeah, right. That's me too. Like, typing and Microsoft
Trail,
Word and Publisher. Like, cool. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't use those skills, but I
don't type anymore, man. Like, maybe I do this. Maybe I dictate the rest of it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it is funny if you think about like nowadays. Like, my wife's a teacher, right? Like, and they no longer teach cursive, and like the subject of spelling is pretty much kind of like obsolete too, because. Why do you need to learn how to spell if your phone?
Yeah, you got autocorrect.
Wow.
You know, I'm not saying they don't, you know, the spelling, they don't teach it or anything, but yeah, like it's just in the general mindset of everyone.
It's not as important anymore.
It's like not dying out. Yeah.
Like
which
math.
is weird.
Yeah. Remember when we had calculators and you're like, when am I going to need to use math? Like I have a calculator. The teacher's like, you can't always carry a calculator with you. And now you're like, oh, I can, huh?
Now, okay.
Yeah, right.
Imagine what this, you know, the AI is going to do for these kids these days.
They don't have to think anymore.
Man, I would have gone wild in high school with Chat GPT. You know what I mean? I mean, I was already a little wily, you know. So,
dude, sometimes on the way to Hammond, if I get bored, I'll just pull up my chat and just talk to it.
Let it.
Yeah.
Let it.
If
come
I have
back
no one
at
else
you.
to talk to on the phone, I'll be like, maybe I'll just talk to my chat.
Gosh. It's be like talking to Wilson in that movie Castaway.
Oh yeah,
it's got like a little,
a little Wilson.
I might name it Wilson.
Yeah, there you go. Right, yeah.
Give it a human name or something instead of calling it Chat. Probably hates me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe you should give it a name that way when it kind of
the robots take over.
Right, when they take over, they're like,
that
oh
dude's
no,
cool.
He's my friend. He said thank you that one time.
I say thank you all the time. All right, like please.
Yeah.
I don't care how much water it takes.
He never raised his voice.
That's a lie. Dude, I will yell at mine for sure. I definitely will. So,
that's funny.
I do. Come on now. So, Chef Franny, you opened up 113. Are you involved in the new 113 in North Shore?
No, so much. I've been busy with Salty Joe's. We kind of like we used to have other managers that will help us out. Now my partners and I, we say, you know what, let's take hands in. Let's focus on the restaurant a little bit more. So we've been very busy, and now sometimes I had to go back to Lighthouse. That's another restaurant that we just fresh opened. So I'm very occupied with those two. So I'm always a believer in don't try to put too much things on your plate.
Yeah, don't overextend yourself.
Exactly, because in the end, you kind of miss something somewhere, and the quality is not going to be what you need. So I prefer to other people that can take the chance, do something, and prove themselves. We say, and they can do better things. You know, you never know what other challenge or chefs that can come out and do better things than what we can do. You know, so it's always opportunity for them to grow as well on this industry. You know,
more
so that's
people,
why, you never want to be greedy and trying to be me. It's about other people that can do their thing too, and make sure that you give the chance for them to do it. Because it's not about me; it's about the general public in the end. You know, so you always give it to them and say, do
I
it.
love that.
You know?
I read a quote recently about being a good leader, and it was being a good leader is not being the best at everything; it's bringing the best out of everyone.
Exactly.
Right? Which is probably easier said than done in some scenarios, but
I think we were talking about that at the gala, man.
yeah, right, yeah. You know, it takes, you know, to be an effective leader. It obviously comes with being really humble as well, right, and kind of willing to stare your own faults in the mirror and say, "Hey, I'm not good at that. This person is, right? Let me get out of the way." Kind of get out of the way of your own self, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is I want to find someone way better than me so I can focus on what I'm good at.
Right.
Like
yeah.
we were talking about, like, we're good at what we do, but right now we can't be everything and everywhere at once.
Right.
So we have to trust these people. And in order to trust them, you have to develop them.
Right.
But that means you got to also let them make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
That's true. Yeah.
So you got to let them make the mistakes,
Yeah.
and you got to coach them through it. They
Gotta let
have
them
to
run
learn
without the
from it.
training
Yeah.
wheels, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Because if you're always solving the problem for them, then they'll never solve it themselves, right? That's why I think I told you that in passing as well. The founder of Arizona, I was listening to an interview of his, and he said he got to a point with his business where he learned how to fire himself. And speaking to the same thing, right? Like he didn't need to do everything, or there was things that he could accomplish, but somebody else could also do that, and then he could focus on the things that, you know, not everyone else can do. But yeah, I mean, you know, all of us here, our business owners have been at the bottom to where we are now. So, you know, yeah, it's just so much easier said than done. You get stuck in like grind mode, right? And just want to just keep barreling forward.
Just keep going.
yeah.
Chef Rainey, I love that you were talking about how, like, not overextending yourself, because, like, we all think that we can do so much, but in reality, we can't, right? Like, we have to narrow down our focus. Like, we have to focus on, let's say, the one thing, right?
Yes.
And sometimes it just means saying no to new shiny things, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think success is built in the boring stuff.
Being practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the day to day, you know.
Yeah. That's absolutely it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, good thing we can make cuts.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Cuts. Yeah.
I just felt the energy just.
Well, I was waiting for someone else to say something.
I was just listening. I was like, okay. What else?
Dang, I didn't mean to, like, deflate the whole room, you know? Like, shit.
No. No, I got some. Chef Francisco, tell us more about Lighthouse, the new thing. I mean, I know you've got Lighthouse. You also
Eclipse.
opened Eclipse next door, and that you guys kind of came in pretty strong there. Eclipse is a kind of a happening night spot now, you know, along with the restaurant, you know, doing its thing.
Yeah.
I
So
partied there the other night.
you partied there.
Yeah, I did.
It's a very good, cool spot to kind of hang out. Kind of like bring you family, friends, and stuff, and have a great time. That's what the Eclipse is for. You know?
Which, by the way, it's a beautiful restaurant.
It is.
And I feel like Eclipse, y'all like took it even to another level above the restaurant even. It's,
and that's what it's funny is, like, if you on the restaurant side, it's a nice restaurant, nice and clean, but as soon as you walk into the Eclipse, it's like, where am I at?
It's a whole new vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, like first time I walked in there, I was like, man, I kind of feel like I'm like in Vegas or something, you know, like
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
like transported, like, you know, far away kind of thing, you know?
And
Plush
that's
furniture,
what
yeah.
the focus was at the beginning. Like, don't believe that you and Hammond at
Right.
the time, and that's what it is.
But you guys got like the different scenes in there too, like different setups within the bar, which again,
Yes.
each one of them done very well, and it's just again a whole experience just being there.
It's so different. Every single room they had their own names and stuff for a reason. When they build it, or when Saul start building the place, it's like, let's build it with different names and different rooms. So like the family room, the Benners, you know. So that's when people call and say, hey, I want to reserve the family room. Okay, you reserve the family room, and it's you come with your family, maybe, you know.
Right.
So you can reserve rooms at Eclipse?
Yes, you can.
I'm doing that next time.
Private bottle
You can
service,
actually get a room,
VIP. I want the rope and everything.
Let us know when you do that.
Yeah, it will be all of us probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole concept, I mean, the Lighthouse, it was just something that if you put attention on downtown Hammond, we don't try to compete and say we got other seafood restaurant here or another stuff. We put what was missing in Hammond. In Hammond, there was something that is something from the ocean, something from land as well. That is a good mix, but it's not the same food that we sell anywhere else around Hammond. So we kind of create the menu kind of with that focus, because on the end, we a business and we don't want to affect other businesses. So we wanted to bring something that is not in Hammond. That way, our guests that will come to see us, they can say, I want to tour Hammond, but I want to go to the different restaurants. We have a pizza place, we got Chinese, we got sushi, we got a steakhouse. Oh, we got so many different things.
Ramen.
We got ramen now, yes. We got different bars. I mean, there's so many different things that is now in Hammond. Therefore, people that from outside of Hammond, they can come and say, wow, it's totally different. So it can be a nice experience for somebody that's never been in Hammond,
Yes, actually, so my sister-in-law lives in Houston, and long story short, she moved away from Hammond, got out of the little town, big city, right? So she kind of paints that picture to some of her friends. So a little while back, some of her friends actually got to come back to Hammond with her, and we were kind of showing them the nightlife and showing them around. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you like, this is cool. Like, this place is awesome.
You said this was
like,
small town country.
Yeah, this is fun, right? Like, there's so much to do here. Like, again, the different restaurants, the different bars. I mean, again, it's got a lot for so many, right? Like, and that's what it, like, with that little group, I was like, you guys talk about Houston nightlife and everything, and I know it's got its own vibe, but like, I feel like we could stack up, I feel like Hammond's got its own thing, It
does, and it's like, we talking earlier about some of the places, like when I live in Colorado, we say some places in Colorado stayed the way it was many years ago, and that's Hammond. Hammond stays with the buildings, it still got the same names. I mean, we have some of the coffee sign, but now I think it's a bookstore or something.
Right.
I mean, it's different. The same old signs is still there, but it's a different inside, different businesses in there. But it keeps the oldness of the town and the feel and stuff, that what makes Hammond different. Now you can bar hopping around, and it's so many things, and restaurant hopping,
That's what I like about it. Like, it's got so much like character of like what it was, right? But then like, again, this strong like modern vibe of like being up with the times, and again, having something again for everybody,
A good mix of the two.
A good mix. And a good marrying of those two ideas. I find it just such a unique spot, really.
Got to give credit to the DDD, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of their rules, kind of irk me a little bit.
Those guys in the historic district, right? Yeah.
But at the same time, like, they do a great job of keeping the history and the culture of Hammond.
Right. Yeah. Yes. I mean, those organizations definitely serve their purpose for. I think honestly, just retaining some of that culture and vibe, right? Just making sure that when the rest of us don't get too far off that path. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's good to have that good, like, some old towns you go in, and some business owners do it the right way. Like, we would do it the right way, and then like the building next to you is like highlighter green.
And
you're like, bro,
isn't there one like down the road a little bit that's like a weird pink color?
That's been the talk of the town lately. I think they're coming close to opening. I'll say this, like, for whatever it's worth, I feel like they did like spot on, like with their marketing, like just guerrilla marketing, like just paint that building brightest thing around. Everyone will talk about it, like, I think it's good on them for it.
Dude, you're right. Talking about it, right?
I was going to say like everybody, like I've seen everybody commenting on that one.
I've seen a lot of Facebook posts.
You're right. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know much about that business coming in, but I know about the building color.
Hey, I was going to say they're coming out with a bang. Everybody knows who they are.
Yeah.
What is the name of that place?
I think it's like a hairstyle.
It's a hairstyle something that it's close to
they
my neighborhood.
They have another location in Ponchatoula.
I thought it was
next to Boning's, kind of over that way.
Because I thought they said that was coming from Slidell or Mandeville, something like that.
Oh, I don't. Maybe they're a bigger company than what
I don't know.
I know of,
But like as you say, everybody's talking about it, so
Yeah.
everybody specifies what it
What
is.
it is,
They
right,
don't know exactly what it is gonna be. But it's a cool
It's the
place.
suspense, the mysterious
Yes. Yeah.
suspense, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that's true
Everybody's
marketing.
gonna like everybody's just gonna stop there at least once just to see what it is.
You got to.
right?
You
Like,
got to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's all the hype about?
that's a good way to get new customers,
Yeah.
right? Like get them in the
Yes.
door and be like, hey,
I'm gonna paint my building.
now that you're here, yeah. Oh no, you might be opening up the door to a few other problems down there.
Oh, no,
downtown.
The DDD will be giving me a call.
Oh,
I'm happy,
yeah,
I'll be
man.
painting it back.
Yeah, you will be. Yeah, I was gonna say I know that they've made people scrape some paint off of bricks before, so
And there's gonna be a hefty fine,
Yes.
but maybe it's cheaper than a billboard.
Hey, I
right?
tell you what.
I
Speaking
don't
of
know.
your building, I went upstairs for the first time the other day. It's nice.
Dude, I know.
It's nice upstairs.
Most
in
people don't know
Armand's.
about it.
Yeah.
a little crow's nest up there.
A little bit.
VIP
There's an
room.
entire upstairs that has its own bathrooms, own bar, own everything. So if you rent the top, we do rent the top a good bit for large parties, and I've had at least 3 people get married up there.
Nice.
Actually get married, not like engagement parties, but you'll be watching the cameras or something, and then you'll just see someone in like a wedding gown. You're like, are we partying or something? Like, is this like a costume party? And then you see preachers walk up. You're like, dude, you could have just told me. Like, I would have.
Yeah, they were doing the wedding.
Yeah, I would have done it up better for you.
Oh, they just showed up.
Yeah, they just showed up. Well, they rented out the building. They rented out the upstairs, and
Oh, but they didn't say it was
Yeah.
a wedding.
we rented
Yeah.
out for dirt cheap too. Like, we do like a minimum spent. Like, I'm not trying to make money on like space. I'm not a rental.
Well, they
place,
probably
you
thought
know?
it was too good to be true. They were
Yeah.
like, "Don't tell them it's a wedding."
Yeah, I was like, dude, just tell me. Like, if you like minimum spent, bro, whatever,
Right.
I'm cool with it. So 3 people I've seen get married upstairs. It's very
That
cool.
space, huh? You got to get Lil Boosie over there.
Yeah, I don't think we could handle it. Yeah,
I don't know how that went over. I didn't get a chance to go over there. That was the same night as the gala, wasn't it? Yeah.
dude, I heard nothing happened, man.
Well, I heard they
Dude.
sold it out like immediately, and like that's great. I mean,
Packed it out.
really cool,
Like, no
actually.
bad incidents happened. I,
mean,
was
yeah.
so impressed.
I'm down with Lil Boosie. Hey, we're in
Yeah.
PR right now. I mean, come on.
I worked a little Boosie concert when I was in my like younger 20s, like at a club called Sogo in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
And we had to bring in so much extra like security and stuff, extra off-duty cops, and the only thing that I remember about Lil Boosie to this day, other than I listened to his music a lot. So when I DJ'd, I played a lot of Lil Boosie, right? And the only thing that comes to mind when I think Boosie now is getting pepper sprayed. Like, yeah.
What?
Because the crowd got so rowdy that the off-duty cops were just macing lines in the ground, you know, like to get
Like
people to
line in the
leave.
sand, like,
and it
yeah.
happened to be me on the other side of it. And I was working.
man.
I was like, oh my God. Like, me and my buddies who were working, like we couldn't see. And like, they don't tell you this, but you're not supposed to wash your eyes out with water
Yeah,
because it
yeah,
makes
you
it
don't do
worse.
that.
So we did that. So it only made it that much worse. So my eyes might still water when I think about Lil Boosie. Music's really good though.
PTSD
Yeah.
from a concert experience. That's funny.
So, but I've never been to the Lighthouse, and it's because I'm just too busy when I'm there. But I've looked at the menu. So I love the fact that you bring in a lot of seafood, a lot of, it's like almost surf and turf, right?
Y'all do the rotisserie chicken
We
too,
do the rotisserie chickens there too,
which is
That's-
totally
that's
different.
big.
You know,
We got-
Is it?
I don't know if is there any other restaurant doing rotisserie anything
No.
in Hammond? I
No,
don't
and
think
that's
so.
what we say. We
You're
don't
doing
want-
it in-house.
in-house. We got the rotisserie in there, and we do our chicken salad with the rotisserie chicken. We get a few salads. We got a few entrees with the rotisserie chicken, sliders with rotisserie chicken.
Really?
So we got different stuff with the rotisserie chicken. Yes.
Ooh, you make
And
my
it's
mouth
pretty
water.
cool.
And if you haven't been over there, you definitely need to go check it out.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
the
we-
restaurant Eclipse, but the kitchen too, state of the art.
It's, yeah,
I mean-
we have an oven that we brought from Mexico. They calls Vesuvio. It's the same, the one that comes from Spain. They calls Brasa, but it's kind of the same concept and stuff. And it works 100% with wood. You have to have a special hood and everything for it. But it's pretty good. After we cook everything like oysters and stuff like that, goes into the Vesuvio. Our chicken before it goes out, it goes into the Vesuvio to
It's
bring out
all
the
wood
temperature.
fired?
All wood fire.
Nice.
Man, tell me
Yeah.
more about this oven. Like, dude, I love equipment.
Yes, this
No,
one is.
this thing is like,
It sounds like it.
man, they got a
Hey,
Ferrari.
yeah, let
in
me
the
tell you
kitchen.
what.
Like,
Yes.
it's
It
nice.
is nice, but when I was at 113, the grill station
Yes.
was the worst station.
Why is that?
Bro, okay. You're standing over a 700 degree char grill. and then
And right
right here
behind
is
you.
the pizza oven, and then right behind you is this Vesuvio oven that's like 1,200 degrees.
Dude, yeah.
So the
Dude,
Vesuvio was
And of
cooking.
We're
course-
them.
sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that was like my first real restaurant job was 113. I worked at Jersey Mike's before that. And so then I worked there probably 6 months, and then me and you went to Salty
and
Joe's.
then we went to Salty Joe's, yes.
And then I went back probably after another 6 months till 113. And then my main thing was working the grill. And yeah, it got hot.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It got hot.
No, this oven is, I mean, you started with wood or charcoal, but like he said, it gets to 1,000 degrees, we say.
Yeah.
But it's like a broiler, pretty much. But instead of being gas or electric, it's 100% wood. So every night it turns off, and every morning you have to start it off from nothing. And the temperature goes high so fast, and those doors are so heavy.
They are heavy.
They're
Yeah.
stainless steel, heavy doors and stuff. But whatever you cook in there, it cooks it in 2 seconds. Man, it's like
It's fast.
a steak. You want to cook a steak in less than 8 minutes, it's done.
Yeah.
You know, so it's pretty cool.
So with the charcoal and the wood, does it give like a smokiness? Like
Yes.
it
What
kind of
puts
wood
that
do y'all
smoke flavor in there?
We're using oak, like a oak or pecan.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So for flavor and stuff, pecan. And you want for like a smoking and stuff, you use oak.
Right.
You know, so sometimes you can use a good mix, and it gives you
Yeah.
the good flavor you're looking for.
They're both clean burning woods too.
Yes.
Like I do a lot of smoking and stuff, and like oak is my favorite because it burns real clean. And then like pecan's good too because it burns real clean. It's pretty neutral tasting wood. Doesn't give off too much of a certain flavor. Like if you use cherry, it's gonna have a little sweetness to it, or peach, whatever it is. Those are two like good base level. Like in Texas, it's all post oak.
Yes.
Mainly because that's what is abundant over there.
Right.
But it gives it a real clean smoke flavor, and that's why Texas barbecue is so good.
Dude, I don't
Texas
admit
Post
this.
Oak.
I don't smoke with real wood. I use wood pellets.
Okay.
Hey, no, the pellets are the way to go nowadays.
Dude, I'm telling you,
just
the
high-tech
ease,
wood. I mean, it's
dude,
like-
it's ease, bro. But it feels like cheating.
That's
'Cause
what. Oh no, I don't
Dude,
care.
I
if
just
it's cheating. or
I
not.
literally just turn it off from my phone. I
Yeah.
turn the smoker on from my phone. I just dump things in there, bro. That's it.
We use a pellet smoker for our chashu pork belly at. But like, I mean, it's good because I can go put it on the smoker and then go back to the restaurant. I don't have to worry about.
Yeah,
It's high tech cooking.
Yeah, it's good.
it feels like cheating still.
it's like a sous vide smoker,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, just
it's
put a thermometer in there, a little probe, dude. When it's done, it's done, dude.
I
You do nothing.
I like the pellet smoker for what we're using. If I ever open like a barbecue restaurant, I probably wouldn't use a pellet smoker because I'd want to
Or
do
you
it
probably
like
would just
the
tell
hard
anybody.
way, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, for what we do, it's
Like put a dummy one out.
pellets. Yeah, them pellet smokers are the way to go.
Hire someone just to put wood in there, like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like, he just stokes the fire all day. Like,
Yes.
Man, I really want some oysters now.
I
God,
want some
Those are
oysters.
good,
yeah.
yeah.
some good char-grilled oysters, char-broiled oysters.
what are y'all smoking with at Salty Joe's? I mean, you do barbecue there.
Yeah. Sausages, we use red oak.
Red Oak. Okay.
Yes. And we do our brisket, our pork, ribs, pork belly, chicken.
Dude, the pork belly at Salty Joe's, fire, dude.
They're
love
pretty
it.
good.
I love it.
Yes.
What kind of smoker y'all running over there?
It's a Southern Prime
Okay.
smoker.
Yeah, like what Jeff has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Nice.
It's like a rotisserie smoker, commercial.
Oh, those things bang out some good barbecue there.
Yes. The thing with the smokers, I mean, just think about this. And the restaurant business is everything about timing and everything. And barbecue, if you do 100% wood smoke barbecue, it means you had to sleep there.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
You're
So
right, yeah.
it's some places they're like that, you know. But
I know I was joking a minute ago, stoking the fire, but really tending the fire is
what
a
it is.
full-time job. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's a
you-
labor of love.
yeah, exactly. So you don't really want to. Okay, if you own a restaurant, you want to sleep there. It's like, might as well just build your house on top of the
put a
restaurant.
cot, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that guy Franklin?
Aaron
Franklin.
Oh yeah.
Aaron's flanking. That's what they do.
That's-
I mean,
they
pretty
run
much they
in
have
Austin,
one
right?
person
24/7.
there.
Yeah.
all
the
those
time.
Texas, all those Texas ones. Somebody's there all the
Yes.
time, and the pit is never not hot.
Right. Yeah. It's like constantly going. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I would cheat on that too. I'd do it halfway in there and finish it off in the
Nah.
oven, dude. Come on.
You gotta love barbecue to do it. Like the way they're doing
To
it
do
over
it
there.
the
Like you
full-
said, it's a labor
Yeah.
of love. It's
Yes.
you gotta put
I
the
half love
time
it.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's for us is like we say Saltillo's is not just barbecue. It's also about seafood. It's also about some pasta, some different stuff. Like we carry little things for everybody, like for kids, for males, females, you know. Like when you're talking about barbecue, is man. We always talking about beer, barbecue, or whiskey.
Yeah.
You know, it is all about men. But what about our females? I mean, if you bring in your wife, girlfriend, whatever, it's gonna be only barbecue. You have to be serving something
Hey.
for them as well.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
I agree.
I like y'all's barbecue, but really one of my favorite things is the shrimp tacos, Joe's Way.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the coleslaw.
With the coleslaw. That's what I was
Yes.
trying to think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I've never branched out. I always
I get-
just get the barbecue.
I
The Joe's
always,
Way is that coleslaw.
That
just
coleslaw's
hits.
pretty good,
Yeah.
yes.
I always get the pulled pork nachos.
Those are good too. Yeah.
Good app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it because on y'all's menu,
Yeah.
that was me and him made all of those dishes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So every time I look at
One
the
of the
menu, I'm like,
dishes.
yeah, I made that.
Yeah. And actually, he helped me to do a lot of my bread pudding.
Dude,
We used to make bread pudding.
This
and
man
stuff.
knows how to make some bread pudding.
Yes.
Yeah, so-
And he kind of come out and say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna fix this bread pudding. I'm tired of it." I was like, okay, go for it. He fixed it, and we sell a lot of that bread pudding.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's Pro Start.
Yeah, bro.
We make so much bread pudding. Like culinary school was cutting up chickens, and Pro Start was making bread pudding. I was like, it feels like that's all we did sometimes.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Like cooking and doing some things like that, and it's kind of fun, you know. Like when you're talking to a chef, and the chef that does not get excited when he's talking about his food, I mean, he's not having fun.
No.
You know?
Then it's just a job.
Exactly. Like for me, a little more background for me. This when I'm come from, I started as an auto mechanic engineer, and when I moved to the States, I went to a kitchen to see my brother and my uncle working, and I fell in love. I was like, man, this is something different. And I started washing dishes in the restaurant, and everybody's making, look at the engineer,
Yeah.
like washing dishes. And I say, don't worry about it. One day I'm gonna get somewhere. I'm gonna put my time and effort and my love to it. And years later, it's like, okay, everything pays off, you know.
I didn't know that about your story either, and it's kind of funny because Salty Joe's used to be like a lawnmower repair shop.
Yes.
So yeah, you're back like in a repair shop.
Yes.
Doing what you love, right?
Exactly. And one of the things, like, we fix a lot of stuff in the restaurant. We don't, like, yeah, some of the coolers going down, I call a repair maintenance guy, whatever. But if my warmers goes down, I take it apart, put it back together, and fix it myself.
Put some new parts in there.
Things that I can fix, like, trust me, we done everything.
Nah, that's what we do.
I was gonna say, my dad has a saying that he says his dad told him that never pay a man for what you can do yourself. So like that's like been I kind of run up against that sometimes because time is money too,
It
right?
is, yeah.
But we come from that background of just
you fix anything.
if you can do it, you're gonna do it.
I feel like I've already proven that I can fix everything.
Yeah, I know,
right.
I'm
Now
with
it's
you
like,
on that, right? Like, I'm with you there,
I've already
right?
done it, but if you don't know how, you need to learn.
Because as
how.
I've gotten older, I kind of like push up against it. I'm like, well, hold on a minute, like
Fixing fryers, replacing toilets, anything, right?
Right,
Anything
yeah.
in this restaurant.
Anything in the restaurant.
Aside from refrigeration, I don't mess with refrigeration.
That's the only
like, I
thing
don't
I
care
don't
about
do.
head pressures and stuff. I don't.
Yeah.
None of that's for
Yeah.
me.
that's the only thing. Yeah, refrigeration and natural gas we don't fool with, but outside of that,
Natural gas is
gas and
just
stuff, I
plumbing,
do
right?
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
The coolers and stuff, that's the things that I usually kind of leave it for the professionals.
Yeah.
But
Because if you mess it up, it's gonna be way more expensive.
exactly. One of the things, I mean, it's not too much to it because if you think about a car, what do you have in a car that you don't have at home?
Oh. Right.
You have air conditioning on the car, right? You got electricity on the car. right? So if you know how to fix anything on the car, it means you know how to do anything
Yeah.
else.
Most of it, yeah.
And at school, I learned how to do all that stuff. It's just I chose not to mess with some things.
Dude, next time something breaks, I'm calling you.
Well, like, so my girlfriend's brother, who's like been my best friend my whole life, he does HVAC and stuff. And so our walk-in went down, and I was like, hey, come look at this walk-in. And he gets there and he's like, like, I just mainly work on air conditioners. I don't really do cool. I'm like, bro, it's all
same
HVAC.
thing, yeah.
It's all HVAC,
Yeah.
bro. It all does the same thing,
yeah.
except this gets way colder.
Exactly.
But I was like, all the parts are the same. Like, you should be able to figure this out.
Did he figure it out?
Yeah, we figured it out.
I mean, what it is, it's a compressor, coil, Freon.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
there's
and-
only so many things, right?
Yeah. Now
Kinda
the
just
new,
run
I
down
mean,
the list.
coolers and stuff now with the new technology and all the kinds of stuff. I mean, everything is more
The more sensors, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
More electronics.
exactly. So kind of be a little more for back in the day to now. I can fix anything like older.
I was
any
about to
new
ask that
stuff,
question. Yeah.
No.
I used to be able to do some things in a car. Now, if you open that thing up, it's just,
Yes.
it's like all AI and under the hood. I'm like, oh, dude, no, I just close it.
Well, you
Close
gotta
it
take
down.
you gotta take the transmission out to change the oil, right?
Yes.
Like changing your battery is hard now. I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
no. Dude,
Like, when did that get hard?
my wife's got a Bronco, and she had me. Well, she called me one day. She's like, "I need a new battery." So I'm like, "Take it to AutoZone. They'll take care." Like I wasn't there. Like they'll take care of you. And she calls me back about 20 minutes later. They can't get it. I said, "No way." I was like, "Go ask another person to do it." And she's like, "Nobody can do it." I was like, "What do you mean?" So I was like, she ended up getting stuck there for a little while. So I get there and I'm like diving in and like, just get out of the way. I'll get it done, right? I ended up being there like another hour. Just trying to get the old battery out, get the new one in, because it had some type of like locking like system. You had to slide it one way, take
Yeah.
a bolt out here, and it's a mess, man.
And talk about that. I don't know what brand of car it is that has the battery. You had to take the front wheel out to change the battery.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
I feel like it's kind of like planned, right? Like they just wanted us to
Yeah,
bring it
you
to
gotta
the
bring it to
dealer,
the
right?
shop. Yeah.
They didn't want us to
Like
do it
sell you on the
ourselves,
service
right?
plan.
Yeah.
I changed the battery on my wife's. She has a newer Jeep, and there's 2 batteries in that thing.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like a secret battery underneath. Wow. Yeah, weird. I hated
Yeah.
it. I was like, dude, this is stupid.
yeah. My mom had one of those Camaros, that first, the newer body style, that first iteration of it, and it died.
Bumblebee?
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Nice.
Yeah, it was literally a yellow Camaro. It's so funny. But no, it died one day, and my dad had a time trying to find the battery. Turns out it's in the trunk.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Wow.
It's in the trunk.
Right. Yeah. Who would have guessed?
Wow.
But yeah, it's so funny. Like I come from a background like in construction, right? And particularly I'm a woodworker and I build cabinets. But yeah, through necessity along the way, and I guess being a little bit of poor along the way, you
Dude.
kind of pick up some skills, learn how to like become a semi-electrician. You just match the colors.
Yes.
Plumbing. It's all gravity,
It's all
right?
gravity,
Like,
it's just all
you just pick up one little thing at a time, right? And then here we are, right?
I feel like it's a lot of logic and problem solving.
Yeah.
Like that's all we do anyway.
Yeah,
So it
pretty
can't be
much.
that hard. Like I hate it though. Like now,
Yeah.
now that I know how to do these things, I don't want to do them because I know
Yeah.
how complicated they are. But the first time you come across a problem, you're like, dude, I can do this.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
like
that's
you
the
like
attitude you have to have.
Well, it's kind of. I feel like it's probably all of us, right? Like, oh, if we set our minds to it, we can get
Yep.
it done. Like, oh, I can think about this hard enough, and I'll solve it. But then, like, you have to kind of like again catch yourself and be like, wait a minute. What are you good at?
Yeah.
Right? Like, because like I kind of ran up against it again, like in my business, in the cabinet business a few years back, and it was like I've been redoing my house through the years. It's still not done. Thank you for your patience, Kim.
Kim gonna be in the comments.
Yeah, she's gonna
Kim
blow
gonna be in
me
the
up.
comments.
No,
Hire somebody.
but yeah, exactly, man. Like, well, so like through the years, yeah, you kind of learn
I
that
could do
lesson.
this,
Like, you
yeah.
know, like either I could spend all of my time learning how to lay tile, or I can just go do what I'm good at, build some cabinets, sell an extra job, and then pay somebody to do the flooring, right? Yeah. So it's like thinking about it in those terms has become something I guess I've had to learn along the way as a DIY business owner, right?
My first house that I had, it took me forever because I did everything myself because I could. You know, I had the tools, I know how to do it. And then when we were selling our house to get like a higher value for it, I was like, I'm going to redo all these bathrooms. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So then I hired someone to do it. I was like, why didn't I just hire them like when I first moved in? You know, I would have had all these nice things in my house. I could have used them all. Now I just did it to move out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All that work just to say sayonara.
Yeah. And I could have enjoyed all of it,
Yeah.
but I didn't. So I love what you said about being an engineer in Mexico and then moving over here to work as a dishwasher because you knew that you could get somewhere better after that.
Yes.
My mom and my father, they came from Vietnam with nothing, and he came over as a lawyer. And I remember I was like, so why are you a mechanical engineer right now? Right? Yeah. So he was like, because I didn't speak English. He was like, how was I going to be a lawyer if I didn't speak English?
Exactly.
So being able to just change from one career to a completely opposite career, you know, like I find that to be very inspiring, but also like, dude, the work ethic, you know, like that's just amazing. I don't know if I have the same work ethic my father does, and I work really, really hard, you know, but for someone like that and for someone like you, like that, you have to know that you can do it, you know?
It's just you have to put your mindset in something and just get it done. And I'm trying to teach that to my daughters. And sometimes I like, if you can, if I can do it, you can, you know, and you just don't think too much about the results. At the end, if you screw it up, you learn from that mistake and you're going to do it better the next time. And one of the things I always say is don't ever say no. Always say yes and go, yeah, I do it.
And figure it out.
And I'll figure it out. When I had my first opportunity at J. Alexander's, when they asked me, hey, you want to be a sous chef? I said, yeah. Well, I don't know what the responsibilities is coming with that. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I was not scared. I was like, okay. And they put me, said, okay, you go into the program. And I remember my regional at the time and my general manager, they come and say, hey, this is your books to study to be a sous chef. You start training today and you finish today. And I was like, what? It's like,
you got a day to learn how to be a sous chef.
It's like, you've been working here for a long time. You know exactly how to do everything. Whatever you need to learn as on the computer and all that stuff, we learn it on the process. And I did it that way. And in 6 months, I was like, okay, I know how to do everything now. No, but it's all about how you put your mindset. If we think it's like, oh, it's impossible, I can't do it and that stuff, you're going to fail every single time. You just you say, I can do it. I want to do it. And it's just move forward. You know, don't ever think like we say, don't ever take a step back when you can take 2 steps down on the front. You know, so don't ever look back. Just look at the front and then everything comes up.
I like the saying, fail forward.
Yes.
You know, if you're going to fail forward.
Yes.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And one of the things I tell all my employees, and I say, do it right or do it twice. You do it 3 times, you're the wrong business.
Oh, I like that. Because I have the saying, double work. Like, just do it right the first time.
Right.
You know, because if you're going to have to do it right eventually,
Exactly.
like, why not do it right the first time and then skip all of those other steps?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know? But I like that one.
Yes.
I always tell our staff, like, don't be afraid to make a mistake. Like, if you make a mistake, it's fine. Let's just figure out how not to do it again, right? Like, and if we do it again, like you said,
I like
how
that
do we make
part.
sure it never happens after that, right?
Exactly.
Like,
Just you tell them like, I think you're in the wrong business. Something else. You know?
right, yeah.
That's easy.
I'm going to use that, by the way.
Yeah. Like
I'm going to use it on myself, too. You know?
Yeah, no lie, yeah.
Through my years working on this industry, I learned so many things. Like one of my chefs, Jim Folorowski, one of the biggest chefs at J. Alexander's, actually he was the corporate chef. He always tells me, like, when you about to hire someone for attitude and you train them for the skills. It's hard to train attitude.
You can't.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I was like, it makes kind of sense.
And that really speaks a lot to me right now, kind of where we're at in our journey with it, just because
I feel like it speaks to all of us right now.
I mean, really. Because I mean, I've been me and him had conversations about, some of the staffing, and we talked with certain individuals of just, hey, like your skill level is up here, but your attitude's down here, right? And your skills are so cool and so great, but this attitude is just ruining all of it, right?
Yeah.
And so, like,
That's the only thing people see.
it's been a struggle. Like I say, it's a struggle. I mean, it's just been something that we just become more aware of, like in our pursuit with working with individuals, right?
100%. Yeah.
Is just paying attention to that attitude over everything.
Yes.
Because I like what you said. Like teach them the skills, because
Yes.
really some of our best employees have been people that had great attitudes with no experience, right?
Yeah.
But they had that mindset that I can do that mindset.
Right, the drive, to want to just tell me what to do, and I'm going to get it done, right? And
if I make a mistake, tell me what I did wrong so I can learn
right,
from it. Yeah.
and kind of like I said earlier, like being a good leader, like recognizing that, is I think something, that's something that as a leader for us to work on, like just being quicker at like seeing those things in those people, right? At least for him and I, it's kind of where we're at.
I'm in the same place.
Yeah. I mean, look, like in everything, you talk philosophical, it's always easier said than done, right? But
Because when you get there, this person's got a family, like
the complications.
Yeah, they're
of
telling you like they're going to do better next time.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want to believe this guy. And then you believe this guy, and then you get burned. And then you're like, all right, no more, man. And then he was like, well, I'll be homeless. And you're like, all right, man, one more chance,
Right.
Yeah. So we talk about core values and attitude, right? So our core values, it's all built in: integrity, honesty, trust, right? Respect. So core values comes first above any type of skill or performance, right? Like I've had to get rid of so many people before. There was this one grill cook years and years and years ago in Baton Rouge that probably the best grill cook I've ever seen in my life, right? With the worst attitude.
Yeah, I know how that
And he
is.
thought that his performance would save him from everything. One day I just had to let him go. I was like, hey man, like I have to do this, right? Like you're affecting way too many people. And he's like, you can't fire me. I'm the best you have. I was like, yeah, you are. But you also got the worst attitude.
We've been in that position, really.
Yeah.
Same scenario, honestly. Skill levels way up here, attitudes way down here, and it just became, it was sucking the life out of the room for everyone else, kind of thing, right?
That's how you protect the team that you have.
It's, I kind of been like saying it like, you can't let those sorts of individuals poison the well, right? Because it will happen and happen very fast.
Yeah.
It happens
spreads.
a lot faster
A lot
than you
faster,
think. Because
yeah.
it happens behind your back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you're not always there, right? Yeah, so it like spreads like wildfire.
Because like your staff, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you until they've had enough. And by the time they've had enough,
Right.
you have zero reaction time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
right.
you got to do it now. You're like, why didn't you tell me this before? Like, well, I'm telling you now. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, it happens all the time, man.
Well, a long time ago when I moved to Tennessee, when I first started in that location, all the cooks are all working there for years and years. And I remember when I started there, this guy that we call the assembling guy, he was the worst attitude. And I started telling him like, hey, we're going to do this. We're doing this way. And tell him my expectations. And this guy went and told my sous chef, it's like, what Francisco's going to do tomorrow if I don't show up? The sous chef comes to me so scared. Oh my gosh, chef, what are we going to do if he don't show up? Who's going to do this? And I was like, that's what he says exactly. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Let's sit down with him. And we went and sat on a table, and I told the GM at the time, I was like, hey, come sit down with me. So it was with 3 people, 3 managers, and the cook. And I say, I was just going to ask you a question. Do you tell my sous chef what I'm going to do tomorrow if you don't show up? This guy very arrogant, cocky, kind of like, yeah, what are you going to do? It's like, I'm not going to do nothing tomorrow. I'm going to do it today. You stop working for me today. This is your resignation notice. Thank you very much. And good luck to you. And my sous chef comes like, well, it's like, don't worry about it. The next day, I show up to the restaurant as a cook. I went to the line and I opened the station. After that day, every cook in that kitchen earned my respect. Because I don't think that you can do it. But now you prove to us that it can get it done. And it's not about how you talk to or how much pressure you put to your cooks. it's important when you show them that you can do as well, and they will respect you back.
It's leading by example,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Live by example.
I have that saying now because I started everything I've ever done from the ground up. And I always say master before you can delegate, because I will never let someone, I don't know how vulgar of a term this is, but hold me over a barrel, right? Never, never, never. So you have to master before you can delegate. So a lot of my staff hasn't seen what I can do, you know, like behind the line, behind the bar, whatever it is. They just assume, you know, the owner walks in and he doesn't know what he's doing. But that's where a lot of my confidence comes from, just like you, is if you left today, I would do a better job than you right now.
Yes.
Right? And I would never let my team down. Like for COVID, for instance, when everybody left, right?
Yes.
My partner and I, we worked the line. You know, like he worked up front, I worked the line again. That's how we started this whole business, right?
Yes.
He was in the front, I was in the back. So for your team to see you do that, you know, like respect, dude.
Yes.
Like they never look at you different again.
No.
You know?
And goes like, now my wife, at the time she was working for me. And I remember one day, we were super busy at the restaurant, super busy. And I was working at the front. And at J. Alexander's at the time, you have to go with like a nice jacket, you know, a tie.
Because there's an open kitchen, right?
It's open kitchen and everything, super presentable and stuff. So I was the front manager that day. So I was with my tie and everything, super busy. And my shirt, it was white, like a white, nice shirt and stuff.
Pressed.
Yes. And they were busy. So I said, oh my God, I have to go on the back in the kitchen. So I take my jacket, put it up. I got my tie, put it into my shirt. And I told my assembly guys, like, hey, you're going to put everything on this side. And I told everybody, you all going to, when I say sell it, you're going to sell, put everything on the window. And then everybody looks at me and is like, okay. So in 15 minutes, boom, we cleared the window. And even my wife told me, you proved me wrong. I thought you never, ever going to get it done.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, I see you working. Now you own my respect. And after that, before we're not dating at the time. After that, we start dating. But it was impressive. Yes.
I have a few funny stories about Francisco. But,
Tell me. Yeah.
I remember this one time it was like one of the first shifts at Salty Joe's where I was there alone. I think Peter was working there at the time.
Probably.
And he had like ran home real quick or something. And he comes back and me and Peter had gotten all the tickets from the day and we hung them up on the line. And then we're back there like acting like, oh, chef, we need you. He comes back there, he started looking. He's like, this from 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
The best story is one time, and I was underage at this time, but me and my buddy, we stayed out till like 5 a.m. drinking. I don't know. We met like these girls downtown and just let them take us wherever they wanted to go. But yeah.
Okay.
We didn't get back to his house till 5 a.m. I had to work a double the next day. I was like, shit. So like we went to sleep like 5 a.m. I had to get there at like 8 or 9. I got there, I was throwing up.
Still drunk.
It sucked. That was the first time, like I was young, so that was the first time I really ever had like a big hangover like that. I was like throwing up in the bathroom. And I was probably like 2 hours into my shift, and I come out the bathroom and he's standing right there. And he goes, you know what? He said, normally I would send people home when they're throwing up and stuff. He said, but you're going to work all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I worked the whole shift.
You learned a lesson there, yeah.
Finish the story out too with your
my
buddy.
gosh.
Because his
And
buddy,
then my buddy
he worked in
comes-
front of house, right?
He was supposed to get there 2 hours after me, and he only had to work during lunch. So like, I wish I was in his shoes. So he comes in. The other owner was there. He just got these new shoes, these new Jordans, and he was talking about them, all this, whatever.
Ooh.
My buddy comes in like 3 hours late. Number one, he's like 2-3 hours late. He comes in and he, like, I don't know if y'all still do it, but they used to tray up all the ketchups, and then they stack a tray, another tray of ketchups, and well, he comes in and he's like, still definitely hungover, still drunk, you know, and he comes in and spills like a whole tray of ketchup over one of the owner's new shoes.
Dude.
Yeah, bro, oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, you come in 2 hours late and then you spill trays of ketchup on the new owner's shoes after he was just talking about how he got these new shoes.
The odds of that one.
That's funny.
No, it definitely like leading by example. I definitely learned from Chef Francisco, and then especially like designing a kitchen or like actually operating and running the kitchen instead of just having a hectic place
Just
where
throwing
people
stations
come
together.
and they get it done. But how do they get it done?
Yeah.
You know, were you comfortable the whole shift, or
Efficient.
did you feel like you were behind the whole time? So
Yeah. And one of the things that I remember when you guys first opened your first restaurant.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Trenton called me and said, "Hey, we're about to do this restaurant. You come and check it out and do this and stuff." And I remember you was doing the walk-in cooler. And remember when I see it, I say, "Rip this off."
Yeah, no, we definitely
and I
went back
told,
to the
like,
drawing board after that one.
do this and we were talking like, where's your service station? What is this? What is that? Like things that when you started a business, and especially in this business, our restaurants, you think it's gonna be so easy, and you think there's like, oh yeah, I get it down this way and stuff. But when you think about the little things, like a service station,
Well,
like
Where the
micros,
tea machines
computers,
are, where
Yeah.
the silverware.
Well, there was
Things
one
like
thing
that.
you said to us back then, and it stuck with me. Was just thinking about reducing movement,
Like
the
steps.
It's
right?
steps. Yes.
Just in literal physical location between you and another,
And
part of the
another-
line.
Yes.
That's what speeds you up.
Exactly.
right.
And when I always say this, in any kitchen, if you do more than 2 steps, something's out of place. And the restaurant business and the kitchen, you don't have to move more than 2 steps. So it's important. And that's what I told you. It's like, think about what you're doing on your kitchen, and not just on the kitchen, on the front of the house, back of the house, anything, because it makes big difference. That way you put your tea station, how far you coming back to get your teas, you've cokes and refills, whatever. At the time you go back there, do it 10 times a day, and 10 times in an hour, in 2 hours, you're done. So it's a workout, but it's still think about the servers, think about how much time consuming it's gonna be. So that's why you build the stuff closer to your dining room, so it's easy access for everybody.
Right.
So and things like that.
Yeah.
And I always tell people I'm happy to help people. I'm not the person that's gonna say no. If I'm available to do it, I will do it. Even if I had to go and cook with you for one day, I would do it. Because that's something that I learned, and when I'm done and pass, that will stays. That's the legacy that we'll leave behind. What you did for others.
Yep.
And nothing in return. It's just do it because you love what you do. And I pretty much I help anybody. Anybody that needs something, I'll help you. Because that's what my dad showed me. Just help people.
Give without expectation.
Francisco goes out of his way. We've been the benefit of his help plenty of times. One that sticks out to me, though, beyond even when we were first opening the restaurant, what was it? Hurricane Ida hit, and we got a tree, and Trenton lived with me at the time. We got a tree in the house.
The tree in the house, I get
Into the house, yeah, tree. So we lived in the house for about a week with the tree on top of it, and then we decided we had to get out of there to go kind of reset, because the tree actually landed on all of our bedrooms too. So like,
so you're like sleeping in the kitchen.
yeah,
And
like
stuff.
sleeping in the kitchen, no clothing, like nothing, right? So like we got to go reset. So we ended up in Maryland. I know, very far away, but my wife's aunt had a free cabin out near this nice lake. So we're like, what's the complete opposite of all of this destruction? This vacation spot, right? So
serene.
we get up there, and me and Trenton the whole way up there, we're kind of like bouncing, like, yo, we should do a pop-up. Like, we were feeling ourselves, honestly. We were 6 months into the Depeaux, kind of at the top of our climb there. And we were like, let's go do this pop-up. We can get this done. So we ended up at this food and wine festival. It was a long shot. We like applied for it, didn't think we were going to do it. Ended up being like only one of like 2 or 3 food booths at this place. And one of the items, though, we decided to go with tacos, and one of the things we ran was was it a crab cake?
The crab cake
Yeah,
toast.
the
So like
crab
shrimp
cake.
tacos with coleslaw.
We're in Maryland. You got to do a crab cake.
But the story goes, I mean, we're all the way in Maryland in the middle of Louisiana dealing with a hurricane. And we call Francisco like, hey, what's the recipe to those crab cakes? Like, we're running this pop-up up here. Like, you know, like, and he was like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We sold quite a bit of them.
Dude.
Yeah,
we
that's
named
cool.
it, what was it? What did we name it? We named it after.
I was about to say you.
I don't remember. I mean,
it was so
I know you guys
nice.
did it, but
Probably
but no.
like Francisco's crab cakes or something like that.
It was something. We named it after him, put it on the menu, and people were kind of like wary of it. And then by the end of the day, like we were getting slammed. That one sold out pretty quick.
Dude, we
And,
sold so many.
We got
tacos
smacked. We actually got overran so much that like we just couldn't do anything other than just keep cooking. People were waiting 45 minutes at this little taco stand for tacos.
They loved it.
They loved it. And then again, we were like just stuck in the grind. Like toward like 2-3 hours in, I'm like, yo, I think I'm getting dehydrated. And like he's like, yeah, I haven't had water. And like we're like looking to like these customers were sitting there like, y'all don't look that great. Like y'all want us to go get some water? We're like, yeah, please.
You're like
Please go
taking
get us
their
some
water. It's like, hey, give me a sip of that.
Dude,
yeah.
it was so busy.
Yeah.
It was so
cool.
busy. I think we I don't know.
No, but I'm sure
I
some
think
of-
just out of that pop up in like 4 hours, off of a pop up tent, I think we served like 400 people.
yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, wow.
We did a
Between me
lot.
and Ryan, and then Kim was running the cash register. And I remember specifically that day, I worked 22 hours that day.
Yeah, we started the night before.
Because I had to cook the whole day because we just had one oven, so I had to roast all these meats and stuff. And I specifically remember like going to sleep at like 6 o'clock. We had to wake up at 8. And and then go set up at the thing. And then so yeah, it was over 22 hours.
Well, within like a 24-hour period, we put it all together. Like we went and bought like a griddle, like all the stuff.
We went to
needed
Restaurant
like-
Depeaux in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we drove an hour and a half away to Pittsburgh to get all the stuff we needed from Restaurant Depot.
Well,
Call
we were
Francisco.
it was the hurricane,
I mean-
and we were literally sitting in the house for a week.
And then like
We're
braised
used
and
to
brined
working in a
meat all night long.
restaurant all day. And so like we're driving up there, I'm like, yo, we gotta do something. Like I gotta cook. I'm about to go
Yeah.
crazy.
You're gonna go crazy
And so
out
like
there.
like you said, like they had the food and wine festival going on, they had a farmer's market, and they had a brewery. Well, like, I mean, I sent the food and wine festival one, but I'm like, they're not gonna respond. I'm probably gonna get into the farmer's market or brewery. Well, the brewery ghosted me. And the farmer's market said I had to get set up through them and have this permit and everything and whatever. And then the food and wine festival was like, yeah, actually, we only have one food booth this year.
Yeah.
And we need this other one. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I didn't know how big it was. I never even been to the town. So I was like, well, how many people are going to be here? They're like, oh, it's going to be like 10,000 people. I'm like,
You're like,
oh my
dude.
gosh.
Yeah,
But
That's cool.
yeah, it was good. It was really fun. I remember though, the best part about it was it was like either the night before or the morning of. They're like, what are we gonna do if the health department shows
yeah,
up?
we were worried about
And
that
I'm
the
like,
whole time.
health department ain't gonna
Yeah, and
show
we're like,
up.
We don't even
we
live here,
we
yeah.
had convinced ourselves that like, you know, like in Louisiana, like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't show up. Like we'll be
Yeah.
fine. Like what's the chances of us just randomly showing up? Dude, we like, it wasn't no sooner than the minute we got all the tent up, put the tables down and click the fire on. Health department's like, hey, what's up? Like, where's
No,
your
I
stuff?
remember. I
Like,
was so we had like the tent was over here, and we had the truck right here or whatever, and I remember I was getting something out the back of the truck. I was kind of standing off to the left of the tailgate where I could still see it, and this dude walks up, and all I hear is like Maryland Board of Health or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just remember like stepping to the right, like trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And then like
Let
Ryan's
Ryan
like,
deal with
hey
it.
Trenton, can you
Yeah.
come over here? I'm like, shit. And so I walk over there and I'm like, dude, I was like, I know we technically need a license, but let me just tell you what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And we told him the whole thing, and then he's like, look, we'll give you a day pass, $30.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, no big deal.
Oh,
yeah,
super cool.
25,
Yeah.
30 bucks. Here's a temp permit like right there on the spot. Like,
Dude, that's
he was-
super cool.
Yeah, they were
it was
really cool about it.
he was like asking me, he's like, and what temperature are you holding this at? And, you know, you tell him whatever, just to make sure he knew. I was like, look, I got my serve safe. I was
Yeah.
like, we own a restaurant. I was like, I promise you, we're being safe with things, you know.
Right, yeah.
So, but no, that was that was really funny. I remember we sold out. We sold out of like everything except for we had some Al Pastor left, and
We sold
I
out.
don't know, it was like
we
you know,
sold
it
out
was
of the tortillas and all. We started
everything, tortilla chips,
We
queso,
sold everything. We had like this brine like that, and that we had cooked the meat down in, and it kind of left this this pot of juice left over. So I was like, let's make this into a soup and just
Yeah,
see
we
if
did
we can sell
tortilla
it.
soup.
Sold out of that too. Like, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you,
I mean, it was
sold out of
crazy.
everything. And I just remember like at the end, like all we had was some Al Pastor left, and there was like, I mean, she was an attractive girl. You know, she comes up and like I'm young, and so we're talking, and like she goes to order taco. I was like, I really don't have anything, and she was like, you don't have anything left? I was like, I mean, I could give you some meat. And then like the look on her face was just like that, and then she just like kind of walked away. I was like, dang, that was kind of
Curve.
Yeah.
That was really fun though.
No, yeah, but again, we're off on this adventure. You were probably still without lights.
Yeah.
Probably wondering why the hell we were calling you for
Crab cakes, yeah.
Crab cake right there. Like,
Yeah.
hold on.
He was like sweating in his house.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
No, it was terrible. Those times it was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. Everybody in him, and we got it big.
yeah.
It was big for us.
I know. That's
I mean-
what we were there for like 7 days. Like I said, after the storm, before we were like kind of
Yeah.
was like, let's go reset. And then we
All the gas lines were cut down. There was no
Yeah.
power. There's no chance of us even serving at the restaurant.
yeah.
So it was.
Yeah.
But we disappeared for 3 days and did this in between.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You did all of this within 3 days?
Yeah, it was like
No, it was longer than 3 days.
No, it was maybe 4.
because we drove all the way to Deep Creek Lake, Maryland. It was a long drive. I remember that.
By the 4th day, we were serving tacos.
Yeah.
But the 4 days.
Yeah.
We drove up to Pittsburgh. We went to restaurant at Depeaux, and
Yeah, but that's the fun part. Like I say, he's having fun. Mm-hmm. If you don't have fun being a chef, I mean, you're not a chef.
Yep.
You know, so that is the fun part. It don't matter where. It's just make it happen.
It's
And
kind
do
of
it.
anything. It's just you got to
You know?
enjoy what you do. Right?
Exactly. It's an anything. Exactly.
Making people happy. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No, that's the biggest thing. It's so happy for a chef when you put a plate, put it in front of someone, and they taste it and they change their face, and it's like, it's good. It was amazing. I was like, that is so grateful for us. I was like, man, really, I made that. I made that person smile. I make that person be happy.
It's
You
the
know?
look on their face. That first bite is all you need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all the validation you need.
That's
right there.
all
Yeah.
it's all the big difference, you know. 'Cause when you cook for something that you like, and you hoping the next person will like it too. And when you see that reaction, it's like, man, I did it.
Yeah.
You know, that's great. You know, and that's fun. I mean, I love to cook, and when I cook in my house and I got some guests over to my house, I always say, if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it, because you can get sick. Because people, when they say, I don't like it, but I'm gonna eat it because I'm here, that's big rule in my house. If you don't like it, don't eat it. I'll cook you something else, but don't eat it because you're gonna get sick. Because I'm that person. If I don't like something, I eat it, I know I'm gonna get sick. But that's what I tell anybody who comes to my house. That's my big rule.
I don't
You
tell
don't
my
like
kids
it?
that for sure. If
Yes.
I make it, you eat it. Like, that's the rule. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's fun. I mean, it's cooking and what we do and everything is fun. You know.
It should be.
Yes.
that's why I like working at Bento, because it's open kitchen, and like you can see every single table from the dining room, and you get to see those reactions and stuff. And then even at the depot though, like I feel the most gratitude when I see somebody post on Facebook, or they come in and they say like, oh, we're here for our anniversary, or it's my birthday or whatever. Like that means a lot, especially the anniversaries. Because it's like, dang, you came to eat at my place, to eat my food for such a special day for you. So
The coolest one we had recently was in Bento. There was an elderly woman there with her grandkid, and I could tell he was like really into the food, and like he was like, I just would go there and kind of eavesdrop, check on him and whatnot, and we just caught wind. So Trenten took third place in the Louisiana seafood cook-off this year. So one of them caught wind. He's like, I think that's the guy that won the Louisiana cook-off. So when I got that, I was like, hey, you got to go out to this table and talk to this kid. So he
thundered.
So he went out there and talked to him and everything, and the kid was grateful. He it made an impression. But about a day or so later, we got a message from his grandmother letting us know that we not only made his day but hers as well, because he was with her for the summer, staying with her for the summer, and it was just a temporary thing, and his grandma's house, and she said we made chilling with grandma over the summer cool. So that was pretty.
Dude,
I thought that was awesome.
Those are the best reviews to get, man.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I think that's what it's all for, right? I mean,
you wouldn't think we're like an anniversary place, but apparently we're a big first date place.
Yeah, I can see that.
So you're a wedding place.
I am a wedding place too. So yeah, there's going to be at least 3 more anniversaries coming over, right? But there's probably over a handful of tables I've talked to before, and I'm like, oh, like, what brings you in? Have you been here before? The normal things that you like to ask people. And then they're like, we're on our anniversary. I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. Thank you for spending that time with us. And then they tell you, well, this is where we had our first date. And I was like, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
I know.
That's awesome.
Maybe that's why they got married there. I don't know. We'll see.
It was a good experience, probably.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh yeah, for sure. Or they got really drunk. Yeah. Maybe they had a bunch of cocktails. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, but that's cool. I mean, that's what it makes us so happy. It's not just what you celebrating. It's just making sure everything we do is with our heart, and everything that we put on every single plate is with love. And that will make it and transmit that to others, and it makes them happy, and then it makes them to come back to our businesses.
Yeah.
I think that's very important for a chef. They always cook with a lot of love. So to me, it's pretty fun, and when you're making a new recipe, when you're doing some stuff and you say, oh, I screwed up today, that's okay, but just figure it out.
You're trying.
You're trying, and then you make something different. It's like, oh my God, this is great. And the biggest thing is when, servers, everybody has servers, and when you're cooking something, they're always like, what are you cooking?
Can I have some?
Yes, exactly. Even if it's not that good, it's like, try it.
Dude, they're the best guinea pigs, man. Every time we try something new, it's they're like, can I try some? Like, you got to tell me what you think, though. I'm like, it's good. I was like, why is it good? Right? Like, can we break this down a little bit more? And then I was like, if I sold this to you, would you buy it?
Right? Yeah.
Because sometimes they can't articulate what it is about it. It's just good, man. Or it's not good. Either way, we got to figure something out. But if you're not making a lot of mistakes, you're not trying hard enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
And especially as a chef, when you're working on things, it's like an instant. When you're working on something, you don't have to think if it's good. Like something that's delicious, you do not have to think about. It's just good right off the bat. That's the first thing that comes to your mind is this is good.
Yeah.
This tastes really good.
And then the next is, how can I make it better?
You could go that way, or sometimes you just I was working on a dessert, like this most recent example, but just I made it the first time, didn't really like it. Tried a different alternative, didn't really like it. Then I tried a new one, and as soon as I took a bite, I ain't gonna lie, I teared up a little bit. Yeah, because I was like,
was it that yuzu tart?
No, it was actually the Java panna cotta that we had. Because it originally started off as a Java mousse, and then it eventually became a panna cotta and whatever. And then I made it, let it set up because you got to wait to have it set. And I just remember taking that bite and man,
that's the winner.
That's instantly. You don't have to think about it. There's no thought will people like this or no. You just know.
It's kind of like that with the Depeaux when we were starting the wing sauces over there. They started throwing together our garlic parm, and it was pretty much the first iteration. We were all around the table. We were like,
that's it.
That's it.
It was the garlic parm.
No notes.
Is honestly, that's the most.
I was gonna say no lie. It's our number one seller, or up there next to the buffaloes.
Well, and it's also it's got the most ingredients in it out of anything. And that was
more
one.
Than butter, garlic, Parmesan.
No.
Tell me more, dude. Tell me more. What else you got, bro?
There's all different kind of herbs. There's mayo. There's
so it's a creamy.
Yeah, it's creamy garlic parm.
Okay.
and then like we don't use any like we don't rely on dehydrated garlic or anything for the flavor. We confit garlic down, and then we strain it, and then we make a paste, and then we mix it into the sauce. But yeah, that was one. I mean, I'm gonna say there's probably at least 15 ingredients in that sauce, and yeah, we got it on the first try. Whereas like the barbecue sauce took the longest, and it has the least amount of ingredients.
Did that one take longer, or was it Nashville Hot? Because I think we're 4 years in, and we just
we changed it to a dry rub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Honestly, we got lucky on a lot of the sauces.
We did
with the Depeaux. It was like the first few iterations we got it. I mean, another simple one, buffalo. That one took us way longer than the garlic parm to get to where we wanted it to be. Depending on what hot we tried it with, like 10 different hot sauces, and use butter here. We use oil in this one. Now we do it with beef tallow. Ooh. So there's no seed oils in our buffalo sauce. If anybody wants to buy a bottle and take it home with them, seed oil free buffalo sauce.
Beef tallow buffalo sauce.
Dude, it's good too. Nice, like smooth finish and everything.
That sounds good.
It's good. But yeah, anytime you're developing recipes and stuff, and because there's sometimes when you're really on it. I'm sure you get this too, where like you're making a special or something, or you make a bunch of recipes and you're just on fire. You're like 20 for 20. And then like you're on top of the world, and then you go to make something and you're like, damn, this isn't good. And then your whole mood super comes simple down.
And you're like, how did I mess this up?
Yeah, your like whole mood comes down. You're like, dang, I was on a pretty good run. And then you just pick it back up. And, you know, you're always, no matter how good of a chef you are, you're always going to make something and it's not going to be good. And it goes to your work ethic. Are you still going to put that out? Or are you going to say, you know what, I messed this up.
Scrap
and
it.
I need to make it better because I need to be better. And I have, people rely on me to make sure their food tastes good. And so why would I want to put out something that's mediocre instead of just going back and taking the time and fixing it?
Bro, I'm just now learning that because I just removed a bunch of things off my menu because my thought process now is all killer, no filler.
Yeah.
Before it was like, just because you could do something doesn't mean you should do something.
Yeah.
Right? Like these combinations do work and they are good, but they're not wowing anybody. But then you take it off the menu and then everybody's like, dude, that was my favorite thing. You're like, no, it wasn't, dude. Come on now. Like, I looked at the sales. Like, it was not, unless it was you buying all 6 of them last year. Or last quarter or whatever.
Had that happen. We took like hot dogs off of our menu. That was one of our core items. We had like a few options.
Because no one bought it all of a sudden.
We were like at like 2% on overall sales, right? And so like...
I don't even think it was that high.
I don't even
it was 2% of entrees.
Yeah, right. No, you're right. Yeah. And so like we took them off the menu and we have...
You got like hate mail.
Everybody that ate the hot dogs surely lets us know. But like to the point where like we just ran like we do hot dogist now, the month of August. We'll bring the menu back just for that month.
Yeah,
we put it on a secret menu now.
Let them get their fill. Yeah. And
we let you get mad first, and then we say, well, we'll still make it for you because we still have the ingredients in house,
right?
Like so, it's not like you can't make them.
And we actually did this this little exercise with our management team probably a couple months back. I just pulled the menu out in front of everybody and we were like, look, like, let's have an honest conversation. Like you said, all killer, no filler. Like the question was, and we took it from somebody that was giving us advice. But we asked them every menu item on there, like line by line, is this something that you would serve to somebody on their deathbed? And like, if not, why? Is it, that worth that? You know what I mean? And I kind of, it's kind of for the chefs, I know like it's hard to hear like what people don't like. I mean, I take it just as an owner, right? Like I take it to heart. So I get the uncomfortability of it. But like, I was just kind of like, look, let's just humble ourselves and just ask and be like honest about it. And it's not to be overly negative, just to be negative, but for us to be better on the other side of it, right?
You got to put the ego aside sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I think...
It's hard to do, though.
No, it is. It is
your
very...
baby. You came up with it.
It's very hard, but like at the same time, I think we like got a lot of benefit out of it. I mean, like there's things that him and I learned about, what we thought about the menu versus again what our even our management team thought about it were two different things on some of it, and some of that feedback again led us into improving items, removing things that weren't killer, so again, I think overall it was beneficial. It was just kind of, again, like staring yourself in the face and asking, what can I do to present better the next go around,
That's a hard exercise to go through.
It was pretty tough to be honest. Like it was kind of it was a pretty cold feeling in the room at first, but by the end of it, we all kind of relaxed enough to understand that we're not there out of like malice and again, being, negative to be negative. We were there because we all have the goal of being better. And so that somebody the next time we do this, we don't have all these things to say about these items, right?
It gets people to give you feedback. We say feedback is a gift because so many people don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah. Right.
They don't want to say what they really think. They'll say, man, this is great. And you're like, okay, cool. This is great because you think it's great.
Yeah.
And then like the world doesn't think it's great. You're
Well, that's
like,
what,
dude, just tell me the truth.
Just even within our management team, just getting that, it was so hard to really get them to open up at first. But again, just, I kind of gave them my spew, like, look, like this is what I don't like. I'm honest about it, right? And like, you
sitting there jabbing at Trenten for it. You're like,
No,
we
I
should have
was the same
14
way, 'cause, like,
ingredients in this garlic parm.
especially like at the depot, like the buffalo grilled cheese, everybody loves it. So I was like, not forced to, but we added it to the menu. I really didn't. I just didn't like it because we use boneless wings, and then sometimes there's little pieces from the boneless wings that you can't use as a boneless wing. So we started doing like popcorn chicken and buffalo grilled cheese. It was just to get rid of that problem. Then we got better boneless wings. We don't have that problem anymore, but we still have this, and everybody loves it. And I'm like, well, I don't really like that, and I don't really honestly feel comfortable serving it the way we're serving it. So like that was one of the things that I said. But I don't know. So,
yeah, I mean,
I'll take the criticism, but sometimes like in my mind, I know something's good. And like a server will say something, and like in my mind, I'm like, "Shut that."
Yeah, you don't know anything.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
yeah.
You eat nothing but McDonald's all day, bro. Come on.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
right. Yeah, like that's the knee jerk reaction.
Yeah.
Like you don't have a good palate.
yeah,
Like,
you don't know nothing. Yeah. But I mean, if it's like honest, like I definitely listen to it and take it to heart, and we'll take something off the menu or something, or we'll change this and do it this way.
You can always change back. You can always put it back on the menu. Like it's not brain surgery.
Right. I mean, the thing too is through that exercise is like, there's individuals that have their singular opinions, and a singular opinion is one thing, but how many of us said the same thing about the same thing, right? That's where you kind of like get into the meat of like, okay, that's the red flag right there, right? Like that's real. Like because we all know we get customers that are just they're never going to be happy with anything we do.
We call
that
the 2%.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So like you get some of that feedback along the way, and so you kind of like sometimes I get caught in the scenario of like, okay, is this person just projecting, from the outside in, or is it something that we actually did?
I take it all as in. Like,
so
it's
even
real,
like through that exercise, it kind of helped us really kind of recognize some of those things that were real, that were reoccurring again, that we could kind of pull out and extrapolate upon and improve ourselves with.
If someone says they don't like something, I lose sleep over it. did the cooks make it right? Is it me? You know what I mean? Like maybe they just don't like peanut butter. I don't know.
Let me ask you, how y'all handle reviews in y'all's place? You do it?
I do it.
Do you respond to each one?
Every single one, man. I respond to
Are y'all tuned
every
into it
single
over there
review.
too?
We between Nicole and Marshall and I, we kind of like look into it and respond to it. So it's we kind of look into if it's from food, okay.
Yeah.
I respond to ones from food. If it's from the atmosphere or something like that, it's Marshall would say it's something about overpaying, charging and stuff like that. That's Nicole. It's like we all divide our stuff, like how we respond, but we get respond to that.
That's what I was gonna say. There's times, man, when like I will see so I get the little ping in my email, like a Google review. I get so much anxiety just to click it open, just because like I don't know what's on the other side.
You got
of
a
that,
Yelp review, and you're like, dude,
it's like, I
how many stars?
Put the mouse on it, and I click it, and just turn my head, and then like look at it real quick. Like, is it good or is it bad? Like,
but dude, it's a great gauge of how your restaurant's running.
No, 100%.
Like because because it goes from like 5-star reviews to no reviews to negative reviews.
Yeah.
So by the time you're not getting reviews, you're like, okay, I got to fix something. Like something is happening right now. You never really know what's going on, you know?
Right.
But every single time I respond to somebody, I can promise you like 9.5 times out of 10, they're like, I didn't think if I was going to respond. I was like, I'll respond to everyone. Like I didn't sleep last night thinking about how I was going to respond this morning. You know what I mean? Like I really care that much about you. And then they think there's no face behind the business.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say it is funny because like those negative comments, if those people only realize like the way it trickles like through our team with people, like you know, one of us will see it, and then like automatically like 5 other people are also like, okay, what's going on? Like you know, like shit hit the fan.
Like I might not be the first person to see it. Our rule is whoever sees it first has to put it in the group chat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
because we all need to like see it.
No,
you know?
100%.
And then I'm
yeah.
still going to respond to it, but I have to do investigating, especially if I wasn't there to see it.
Right.
I have to like figure out what happened. We got to pull the ticket. We got to figure out. We got to talk to the server. Because I'm
Is
never
it,
just
yeah,
gonna,
like is it valid criticism? Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
just going to jump to conclusions. But like everybody's terrible. You know, it's like, dude, let's figure out where we dropped the ball if we dropped the ball. Because sometimes it's just a matter of perception and they didn't realize it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, yeah. Like I said, it's like I said, you just like look through your fingers.
Dude, it's stressful.
Yeah.
It is very stressful.
That's one that I haven't like quite mastered.
No,
like
I
don't
I
know
haven't
if you
quite
can
mastered
master
the
that.
humbleness on that one yet. Like being able to take just like being crapped on the internet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I always open them up. I'm like, I'm either gonna have a good night or I'm gonna have a bad night,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna wake up talking about how bad my
Yeah, I was gonna
night
say
was.
like those bad reviews are like hours of turmoil. Like
Oh,
you know,
100%.
Yeah.
But like
But,
the long
especially
ones,
when it's just people being petty and like just saying like
Yeah.
stupid stuff, you
Uh-huh.
know?
Why do
And
you
you're
charge so much?
Those
And
are the
you're
worst ones because you could read 5 really good reviews and then you have somebody that's just talking out of their behind and like it ruins literally your whole night because you're like, man, those people are so stupid.
because other people are going to see this now. You know, we talk about like we talk about it all the time, like when food costs go up and you have to like increase menu prices. Like first thing they think about is this person's greedy, and you're like,
Yeah.
you know how long I took the loss
Yeah.
before I raised this price.
We're experiencing
Yeah.
that right now, man. We
You know?
we just launched a new one at the depot literally yesterday, and it's like we haven't had price increase in at least 6 months, and like, hey, like we ran past 3 months past where we were even comfortable to begin with.
You ate the
Like,
loss, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like we did some things, you know, to make sure that we didn't have to go. You know, we actually took a menu item off because.
It was too expensive.
Yeah, we're not going to charge you $20 for something we don't even feel is worth that, right?
Yeah.
Despite it costing that for us. So, yeah, that's a
I don't
tough
think
one.
most people understand that when we cost out a menu item, it's not just we pull a number out of the air. It's like, all right, this is how much every single ingredient costs. This is how low I can go with every single thing. This is like how much goes into it. And then I only take a 33%, you know, like that's not a lot, by the way.
We were kind of talking about that on the way here,
Yes.
just costing everything like in your restaurant, y'all give bread or like chips on the tables, right? And we were just talking about like, you know, the customer sees that as free, right? But on our back end, there's a cost to it. And, you know, how do we factor that in? I had a employee recently ask me how we decided our pricing. And, you know, I
With
let
math.
him. Yeah, well, that's why, you know, I let him know. I let him know, like, you know, short and simple, it's honestly a really long, boring equation. I said, but you have to understand, I said, we're not just pricing the food on that plate, but also the time it took to prepare it. And then you start to try to quantify things like, how do I divide up the amount of air condition that everyone's experiencing in the moment you're there, or, you know, the electricity, whatever it may be. Those are the things that determine all these things, right? And it's
To-go boxes,
Yeah, it's
to-go
this-
thing,
yeah.
to-go
It's
cups,
this
to-go
napkins.
straws.
long, boring equation, but it is thought out, right? And
Well, I mean, the whole restaurant industry is one big equation.
Yep.
You know, how much staff do you have? How much of this goes in each recipe? How many people have to come in today for us to make money? And then how much do we have to charge them for us to make money just on what we give them? But then, like I said, as a whole,
break even.
how many people have to come through and sit at a table and do that? Do I have enough seats to be able to even turn a profit here? You know, it's just one big equation.
Yep.
yeah, it's just the hidden ins and outs.
I was always good at math, Or at least I think I'm good at math. So I knew I wanted to do something with math. I watched Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a stockbroker. And then I wanted to be an architect. And then I settled on cooking.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get to do math every day. I like doing math. I enjoy doing
Because
math.
it makes sense.
It does.
You know, it's just a number. It doesn't lie to you.
And it's one of those things where, like, the
It's
more
like,
you do it, the
one of
better
the
you will
absolute
get.
things in this life is, 1
Yeah.
plus 1 equals 2, right?
And it's not, things aren't changing. The facts of math are going to be the facts of math in 200 years. It's not going to change.
Unless
so
you're
the
like a
more
flat
you do
earther or
it,
something, then maybe you have your own math. but-
the more you do it, the better you get. It's one of those things. It's not like history where you read this and then you might forget that you read this or whatever. Like
Where you
math
would
is
find out that you were lied
the more
to,
you keep
yeah.
doing it, the better you're going to get, and the faster you get with it and everything. So.
And then public perception on the other end, again, like you said, it's like automatic, like thought of greed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, I think like I've been thinking about like recently, like how do you explain this to people in a better way, right? Like why we have to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
It is tough.
If you talk to them long enough, they'll tell you the answer.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, my insurance went up. Oh, my grocery bill is really high. Oh my God, gas is this much now.
I've
Yeah.
started like hitting it from like weird angles with certain people. Like they'll ask me about like why. You're like, I can do this, this, and that, and I'm like, well, sir, I specifically like when Tyson had that lawsuit against him with price fixing. I said, well, sir, we have companies like Tyson Price Fixing, and it's caused these drastic jumps for us. I said, so honestly, like we do our best to try to give you what we can. But if you would like to help us, please call your senator and let them know like these people need to be investigated. And we need, and like a manager asked me like what they should say in certain scenarios. I told them to say the same thing. And it usually kind of puts it back
Does
into their like. It's a weird thing. Like it's like
Give them
funny
control
thing.
over it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you give them control. Like, hey, like we hate it too. You know what I mean? Like we don't like it either.
I mean, nobody likes it.
No. It's a funny thing though. I don't know. I think another thing I like to do is just kind of say like, hey, this economy, how do you feel about it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now we're going to talk politics real
yeah,
quick.
like let's forget all this conversation. Like let's talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you happy right now?
so like I know like you're not supposed to bring politics in the business, right? But like sometimes like I just bring it to like that level, like right up to that
For
level.
food
of-
costs? Yeah,
of
we're going into
Like
politics,
food
yeah.
costs, politics, and then it's like, okay, you're right. F politics.
Yeah.
We all hate that, right?
Like I tell people all the time, like when they want to take like a stance on something, like, dude, we sell burgers to everyone. All right. Like,
Yeah,
like
right.
we're not here to be like, we're not taking a side on anything. Like I want to sell burgers to every single person.
That's right. Yeah.
But now politics, it's like the economy. What do you think about it? Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I mean-
it doesn't matter what side you're on.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Just ask that
Yeah.
question, and then it's like, oh, okay.
They're like, I get it. I get
it
it.
brings it back to like the ground reality of it.
Like a year ago, someone complained about how expensive our burgers were. So I went to the store and I made a video. I took videos of the actual prices of everything. And I was like, if you were going to make 2 hamburgers at your house and you bought all these ingredients, it'd be $54.
Mm-hmm.
You come to me, you get it for $24.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, do you still think it's expensive? Right.
Yeah.
I didn't say those words. I just showed the prices.
I've been wondering what the legality is on like us being able to take like a value meal from McDonald's and place that like, how they do that to each other in the commercials,
yeah.
right?
Price,
Like how do I put like that value meal price next to my burger and be like, look at what you're getting.
Dude,
You know
I
what
like
mean?
when
Like,
I like when people do that and they compare McDonald's prices from year to year to year,
Yeah.
and then they compare the size from year to year to year.
Yeah, right,
So the
yeah,
sizes go
yeah.
down, the prices go up, and no one says anything.
well, man, like, like for us, I think our burgers are, it does not come with a drink, but we're right at like 13 and 15. We have a single and a double. Sorry, 13 and 16, I believe. It's it's Hereford beef patty. We press them in house, ourselves. It's a nice brioche bun. All the ingredients are there.
Premium extra long fries.
Yeah,
You don't be getting that at Burger King.
the
bro.
fries are like nice crispy
PXL
fries.
coated,
Yeah.
skin on.
Right. Now I'll meet them halfway. Hey, you're not getting a drink with it. But
75%
You are
solids.
paying the
Yeah.
same price for that McDonald's piece of rubber as you are for what is like literal real food.
yeah.
Like we're like, we assure you and stand behind that this is real food. It's not even like a trick like, oh, it's organic, like it's
Or
real.
McDonald's best one. where like their beef patties have all this other stuff in it, and it's only like I think 70% beef. But on their menu, it says all beef patties. Mm-hmm. And that's because they own the company All Beef, and that's who makes their patties.
Oh, it's a brand name.
Yeah.
All Beef is a brand name.
Wow. Smart.
Yeah. It's not 100% beef.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's crazy.
Tricky, right? Yeah. Like I was saying, like we're
not doing that
We're not
to you.
tricking you, like trying to pull the wool over your
Everyone
eyes.
thinks it's false advertising. I had a review, 2 weeks ago, calling me out about our po' boy bread. Like we use Leidenheimer po' boy bread. Mm-hmm. This person comes in, orders it, leaves a great review about how the food was actually pretty great, but that we're liars. Like this isn't Leidenheimer. I was like, dude, go take a picture of the box, go take a picture of the date stamp that's on it, right? And I was like, bro, like, what do you mean this isn't real Leidenheimer?
Yeah.
Like, how did you just say this? But
Right.
they said it with absolute confidence.
Yeah.
100%. I was like,
I have one worse than that. The most extreme bit of confidence with a customer I ever had was we have these loaded cheese fries, and we put fresh sliced jalapenos on the top of them. So we were in the thick of a rush one night, and this customer they're like, hey, this customer is unhappy with the boxcar fries, and I'm like, man, how? Like
they're our most popular.
Who hates the loaded cheese fries, right? So I go out there, and I'm like filling the situation out, and he's like, yeah, I just want to let you know these green things here, those aren't jalapenos. And I'm like, what do you mean they're not jalapenos? And I was like, I promise you they're jalapenos. Like I watched them cut them up today. Like they're fresh. He's like, no, those aren't jalapenos. Those are like green peppers or something. And like I pushed back up and come to find out he had never had fresh jalapenos. He had only had pickled jalapenos.
oh.
Like the jar.
So all he knew of jalapenos was these saturated but man, he was so confident to let me know these are not jalapenos.
Another good one is we sell jars of our pickles because we make pickles in-house at the Depeaux.
Yes.
And so, we post a picture. We're like, hey, you want a jar of pickles? Come by. They're up front in the cooler. And there's a comment there like, don't look like pickles to me. Just looks like cucumbers.
Yeah.
Nice. You're like, you're right, sir.
You're actually 100% right.
Yes. Wait a little bit. There'll be pickles.
later.
There you go.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
That's some fun stories though.
Yeah, I'm sure we could sit here and talk about this forever.
Yeah,
we probably should, because this is the fun part, and I think that people like to hear about it.
Yeah, like the ins and outs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes. All right, Trenton, take us home, baby.
Yeah, Francisco, Chef Francisco. Thanks for coming out. We really
Wait, how are you
appreciate
gonna
it.
lead into that? What were we just talking about? We can't just end like that.
This dude tells me to lead it out. And then,
I know. We can't just say that, right?
all right.
Once again, the intros and outros are the hardest part.
Yeah. I mean, how do you want me to do it?
I don't know, dude. We gotta say something about Lighthouse or something. We gotta plug him at the very end, right?
Well, yeah,
or
of course.
S&W.
Man, you didn't even let me get to that.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
You know what? Leave this in so you can see what I got to deal with.
Oh yeah. This is the real stuff for real.
Chef Francisco, thanks for coming out. Lighthouse, Salty Joe's, Rubio Enterprises. I'm Trenten Benteaux, the Depeaux. It's my brother Ryan, business partner, handles all things business and anything else, washing dishes, whatever we need him at. JP, owner of our moms, Baton Rouge and Hammond. Once again, every episode, music by Will Vance and the Kinfolk. Thank you to S&W for sponsoring. And I think that's about it. Then we're gonna go home. My girlfriend Shaylee's probably texted me about 5 times. I've heard the phone buzz, and it's probably about dinner. So I think we need to go ahead and get going. I know you got a date tonight. A hot date.
Oh, a date tonight. Yeah, it's been a minute that my wife and I, we don't have those dates.
Mm-hmm. Those are important, man. Those are important. My wife and I try to do at least once a month.
And actually yesterday, my daughter went to Better Club to Lafayette. And my wife last night says she's going tomorrow. What do you want for dinner? And I look at her and say, what about a date?
Ooh. What about a date?
Yes.
Good man, because usually my wife is the one that says, what about a date? I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So then Trenton called me and said, hey, you want to do this cause with us and stuff? I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. I said, where? In Baton Rouge. She's like, okay. My wife is in Baton Rouge. I said, you know what? That's fine. So I told my wife, you pick me up later. We will stay in Baton Rouge. We don't have to drive home. We don't have kids to go to. So it's okay. So we probably spend the night somewhere here.
Oh, so it worked out.
Yeah. So it's good.
Very cool.
Night out on the town.
Yeah. So it's always fun. It's the more important at the end of our work journey of the day is come home to our families, to our loved ones, and make sure that they're taken care of as well.
That's the reason why we work.
Important. Yes. That's important sometimes to show them what we've done all these years and show our love to them. You know, that's always important.
Don't take it for granted.
Yes. So
Well, that's a good spot to end it.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, Tangi.
Yeah, and thank you so much for having me here.
Appreciate you coming, man.
All right, thank you.
Wow, that was long, boys.
Oh, my ass hurts.
Bro. Dang.